Okay, let's dive into this. We've all seen it happen, right? A friend, maybe a colleague or a creator you follow. One day they're just all over your feed, and the next their profile is gone. Poof, they've just decided to disappear from social media. So the big question is, why? What is going on behind this growing trend of digital departure? This sentence right here, this is basically the key to the entire puzzle. It reframes the whole thing. It suggests that leaving isn't really an escape, it's an awakening. And that's the central mystery we're going to try and unravel in this explainer. Exactly. What are they waking up to? What are they suddenly seeing that maybe the rest of us aren't? It's a huge question. And believe me, the answer takes us on a pretty fascinating journey into the psychology of our online lives. So let's get into it. All right, the first thing we've got to get straight is that this is not about being anti-technology. Not at all. Most people who leave still use email, they still use messaging apps, they're still on the internet. This is about a very specific and frankly a pretty significant psychological shift away from the whole performance of public-facing social media. So let's talk about the why. It all begins right up here, inside our own brains, and it's all about how we react to that constant, endless stream of validation that social media is literally designed to give us. I mean, think back to when you first joined a platform. Getting a like or a new follower, it was kind of exciting, wasn't it? It gave you that little dopamine hit. But over time, you know what happens? That thrill, it just starts to wear off. The 10th like doesn't feel as good as the first, and the 100th barely even registers. This feeling actually has a scientific name. It's called hedonic adaptation, and it's a really core principle of psychology. Our brains are just hardwired to get used to things. Good things, bad things, all of it. So when it comes to social media, this means the very rewards that got us hooked in the first place, the likes, the shares, the comments, they just start to lose their power. And this, of course, leads to what a lot of psychologists call a digital treadmill. It makes sense, right? Because the old rewards aren't hitting the same way anymore, we feel like we have to post more, share more, chase more followers, just to feel that same little buzz of satisfaction. It's an absolutely exhausting cycle. And let's be real, it's not an accident. It's fundamental to a business model that needs you to stay engaged, always chasing that next, slightly less satisfying hit. So as the rewards start to fade, well, the cost becomes a whole lot more obvious. And that cost, it isn't about money. It's about a really valuable and very, very limited personal resource. This is such a simple idea, but it's so profound. You only have so much attention and mental energy to give in any given day. You can't just magically create more of it. And every single moment you spend online, you're spending a piece of that resource that you can never get back. The technical term for this is cognitive bandwidth. The easiest way to think about it is like your brain's daily data plan, or maybe it's battery life. Every task, every decision, every little distraction uses some of it up. So protecting your cognitive bandwidth really just means protecting your ability to think clearly and focus on what actually matters to you. And social media platforms, well, they are absolute masters at draining this battery. The constant notifications are designed to pull you out of deep work. The endless scroll is literally designed to keep your brain in a state of low-grade distraction. Switching from a serious email to a silly video is surprisingly taxing on your mind. And hey, even just crafting that perfect public persona, it takes a huge amount of mental energy. It's all built to consume your focus, because at the end of the day, your focus is their product. So here's where it all comes together. When the rewards of being online feel smaller and smaller, that's your hedonic adaptation kicking in. And the mental cost feels higher and higher, that's your cognitive bandwidth getting drained. People start to do a major reevaluation of what they truly value. This whole process reveals two completely competing value systems. The default online world, it pushes us toward popularity, toward external validation, all measured in digital likes. But the conscious choice, the waking up part, is a pivot. It's a turn towards valuing privacy, seeking validation from within, and fiercely protecting your own mental energy. So this is what it means to wake up. It's not about rejecting the world, it's about rejecting a system that demands your constant attention in exchange for rewards that just don't feel rewarding anymore. It's a deliberate choice to put your own internal well-being ahead of a number on a screen. So, what does all this mean for you? Look, this isn't about me arguing that social media is good or bad. It's really about understanding the mechanics at play so you can make a more conscious choice about your own digital life. And that's the ultimate takeaway, isn't it? Whether you stay on social media or you take a break or you leave for good, the real power is in the choice itself. It's about going from being a passive user to an active architect of your own attention and focus. It's all about deciding how you want to engage with the world, both online and off. And that leaves us with one final question to think about, maybe the next time you're scrolling or posting. In the grand architecture of your online life, is your digital world built for you, or are you being built for it?